We're gonna get to that Cardi B video that sparked my interest. We're gonna go. We're gonna talk about this Cardi B video. Please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. So Cardi B says she's not a feminist no more. She's trying to promote the 50-50. See, it's funny how women will change. It's funny how women will go through an experience. They gain experience, and then they're trying to change their perspective. They stop being a 304 and stop being toxic, and then they want to come out and talking about, oh, they're not a feminist anymore. Oh, I've been through this hard time. When they found out it was hard times, it's tough. Oh, now they don't want to be no feminist. Okay, good. Cardi B declares she's not a feminist anymore as she explains her controversial stance on relationships. The woman who said, I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me show you how I got this ring. Talking about yap or what was it called? WAP. WAP. Talking about WAP. Now talking about she can go 50-50. All right, let's watch this.
For y'all from
Okay.
Cardi.
All right. So this is what I believe in, right? Like it's like if you're gonna be the type of bitch that like a nigga, you want a nigga to take care of you and everything, but it's like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like it's like you cannot just be a bitch that's like, oh, my man take care of me, he does the bills, but it's like, what do you do? What are you contributing? Like it's like, all right, like you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work, you don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like it's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh, so this is like really controversial, right?
Go ahead.
I feel like it's very controversial when like be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Because he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do.
I got a message for y'all.
And here's the thing. Hey, what's the saying? A clock is right. A broken clock is right at least twice a day. She is right. She's absolutely right. I think there's more to it as well. Yeah,
You
there's
know
more
what
to
I'm
it as
saying?
well.
Like it's like a work together, but
But let's break down this first part real quick. Let's break down the
For
first
y'all from
part.
okay.
Cardi.
All right, so this is what I believe in, right? Like it's like if you're gonna be the type of bitch that like a nigga, you want a nigga to take care of you and everything, but it's like, all right, you have to like pick a balance. Like it's like you cannot just be a bitch that's like, oh, my man take care of me, he does the bills, but it's like, what do you do?
Exactly. Like, what do you do? What do you do to earn that position of the man paying the bills? Now, this whole thing that women never worked, that women don't work and all that stuff, like that's bull BS. Women have always worked. Even the women that don't pay no bills. Women have always worked on something. If it's on the farm, if it's taking care of raising the children, if it's cooking and cleaning, it's something. They worked on something. They worked. Like, start with this. Women never worked or whatever. Women have always worked. It's just today that women want to work on these in these companies and stuff like that, and then they don't realize how these companies are mind crushing. These companies are always mind crushing the men, but the men realize like, yo, I have a family to raise, so I can handle this for my family. Modern women are just selfish, so because they don't think about family, they can't handle this. So women have always worked. Now, if you want a man that will pay all the bills, you have to work on in the house. You have to cook and clean, take care of the children. You have to manage the house. Simple as that. You also got to sacrifice some things. These women don't want to sacrifice some things. It's not about yourself all the time, especially when you become a wife and a mother. It's work. But these women don't want to work. You got to pick a struggle.
What are you contributing? Like it's like, all right, like you can't be complaining like, oh, I cook, I clean every day. It's like, okay, but you don't work, you don't contribute to the house. So I just feel like it's like, and like sometimes people be like, oh, so this is like really
And I know what she means when she contributes to the house, but she said about money. But at the same time, the main thing that a man needs is peace. It's not even about money. It's about peace. Sometimes the peace of mind is all a man needs so he can skyrocket in his purpose. Sometimes the man, most of the time, a man doesn't need the money. He just needs the support. He just needs the peace. He doesn't need the nagging, and he needs the time and the space so he can focus on his purpose. So that when they get up to that level, level, then you can sit around and not do anything. When y'all get older, you can sit around and not do anything. But the amount of women can't wait, and the amount of women can't work. They don't want to work with a man. So because they don't want to work with a man, they want to work for themselves. They can't um they decided to destroy the family when the man's not achieving that echelon level at 25. He's not at the CEO level making six figures. She destroys the family because she's tired of working. She don't want to. I don't want to pay all the bills. What's that? I'm a single mother, married single mother. Like what? Come on, man.
Controversial, right?
Go ahead.
I feel like it's very controversial when like be like, oh, I don't go 50-50, but it's like, all right. So if you and your man make the same amount of money, right? But only your man is the one that paying all the bills. How you ever gonna save up to like buy a house or buy a business? Because he's never gonna be able to afford to. So it's like
Here is where I kind of go on a tangent with the 50-50 conversation. I don't believe it's supposed to be 50-50. I believe it's supposed to be 70-30. And here's my reasoning for this. Here's my reasoning for this. You don't want um one person's the family to go down because one person is not able to pay the bills. If one person loses their job, the man or the woman, it doesn't matter, is going to put all that hard work and the extra responsibility on the second person, and might actually bring down the family. The family might be hurt. Now, if you make it 70-30, if the woman doesn't have the job anymore, y'all can still operate as the same. But you just got to make sure the man is on point. That's why the woman has to be, brings the man peace so the man can focus on his purpose so they can keep, as long as he don't, as long as he don't divorce the woman himself, as long as he can keep that peace, y'all be able to keep that 70. Now there is exigent circumstances when a man, loses a job or whatever or whatnot. This is that's when the whole vows kick in. You got to stay with that man until he gets back on that level. Now, again, there's also exigent circumstances, whatever, but we're talking about in a general sense. Now, that's why I say 70-30. Y'all can do 50-50 if you want. It really doesn't matter because honestly, this whole 50-50 conversation is stupid to me, personally. It doesn't matter if you do 50-50, 100-0, 70-30. If the woman don't respect you, it's not going to matter. Respect is the most important thing in the end of the day. You can leave with money and she will still leave. But that's my 2 cents. 70-30. Like your money is for the main bills, like the house, the mortgage, you know what I'm saying? The utilities, and then her money is for like groceries and extra side stuff. And then y'all both work on a business or work on making extra income. But people don't want to work. Mainly modern women. They don't want to work. They just want the lifestyle. They want a lifestyle. That's why they always want a six-figure guy. They want a six-figure guy because of the lifestyle.
so it's like certain things is like a joint thing to do.
I got a message for y'all from
Okay.
Cardi.
But I just be feeling like sometimes people like the internet really be having people fucked up from like real reality type shit. So it's
And
like
she's right. Man, damn it. She's right. I'll never, ever agree with Cardi B. Again, a broken clock is right at least twice a day. She's right. She is actually right. The internet has messed everyone up in terms of how we perceive things anymore, even in this red pill space, because we see all these modern women. You know, saying the dumbest stuff online, and of course, a lot of them don't be telling the truth. Like I said with the whole woman with the date, we are seeing we're hearing from what she perceived that date was or whatnot. We didn't hear from the man's side, and then we didn't even see the whole thing, so we didn't even know what happened. So the internet has messed everyone up, and these modern women that see people like Cardi B and Beyonce, you know, living the lifestyle. The women want to live this lifestyle, and they think that they can get it. They watch these movies, Disney films, and think that there's going to be a man no matter how many times they mess up. They don't. First of all, they don't never see the work that it takes for them to get to that level of being stardom and having a good lifestyle. And second of all, these women are enamored by a dream. They're sold on a dream. That's why men can easily manipulate. That's what men can manipulate these women because they're sold on a dream. They want that dream where they don't do nothing and they sit around and the internet's messed them up like crazy.
And it's like if we want to go and everything, it's like all right, like if we're gonna buy a house, like let's go half and half.
I got a message for y'all from Cardi.
All right, so like it's like all right, so your mom and dad used to work every single day, right? So your mom and dad used to work every single day, so your mom could save her money and buy purses, and your dad just pay all the bills. That's not how it works. It's either your mom was in the house cooking and cleaning every day, your dad was working, or they was both working to pay both the bills. Like y'all be like,
Man, damn it. She's right. Damn it, she's right. Both the mom and the dad were working together to pay the bills. It wasn't just the man was paying all the bills by himself. Again, that's why I said 70-30. I mean, that's more for the average household. 70-30. The woman was paying, at least buying the groceries or something. She was using her money for something towards the family. And then when y'all want to take trips, y'all will plan it out. Again, people don't want to work together anymore.
be acting like y'all don't know what the fuck that is like no more. Like, come on.
And your mom money was your dad money, and your dad money was your mom money.
Like, it was like that.
That shit was all together.
Like it's like that's what I'm saying. Like I'm not a feminist anymore because it's like sometimes it's like y'all bitches don't be living in the real world.
Right.
Y'all not living there.
Y'all be talking about.
It's kind of ironic for her to say that because she came from a reality TV show. But I agree with her. Damn it, I agree with her. These modern women don't live in reality. They live in the internet. And then they see these women, they see someone like Sierra get a Russell Wilson, and they think they could get a Russell Wilson today. Men have woken up and now finally speaking on what they've been thinking about for decades. Because men's been talking about this. This was barbershop talk. But now men are actually living it and speaking it. And these women, these women today, they don't know what to do. They're watching these stuff online and they think, oh, it's gonna be just the same as it was before. It's gonna be just like a Disney film. It's gonna be just like how Cardi B's life is. I'm gonna find me a husband and we're gonna have. No, it's not like that today. I can't believe that I'm agreeing with Cardi B. Let's continue.
My money is my money and his money is my money. Shit.
I mean, my money is my money, his money is my money. But like, my money is
damn,
my money.
You see what? Again, this is gonna add on to when I go to this Mr. Goodbread breakdown. Some of these modern women, she may be right. I definitely agree with her. She may be right, but you also gotta take these modern women with a grain of salt. Anything they say with a grain of salt. They could be saying this stuff just so they could trick you, and they still be on that. They still be on that 304 stuff, the bait and switch. So you gotta watch out what these women be talking about. You gotta watch out what these women are saying. You gotta watch these women's actions. Women are great manipulators. They're talking about men are manipulating. The reason why men get in trouble for manipulation is because we don't really do it that much. We're not really good at it. We have to. a inherent trait for men to lie and manipulate. We have to learn that in order to get women. Women, that's a inherent trait for them to lie and manipulate because they are the weaker sex. They can't fight a stronger opponent, so they have to trick a stronger opponent. So they have the ability to lie and manipulate. So you got to watch out what these women are saying. While I agree with what Cardi B is saying, this the amount of women just a few years ago talking about she don't cook, she don't clean. She gonna tell you how she got that ring. This that same modern woman that talking about she drugged the man, drugged men, excuse me, and robbed them. So you gotta take what she's saying with a grain of salt. And this is why it's also titled "Women Are Too Loud to Listen to" sometimes, because these modern women, they even when they're right, they get a little too boisterous. They get a little too annoying. You can't just you get embarrassing.
Yeah, here's money, but it's like, but like it's like we both spend money on each other. You know what I'm
You
saying?
gotta
Like
work together.
it's like a work together. But I just be feeling like something happen. It's like if we're gonna
But it's
buy,
not a one-way street.
it's not a one way street. Like it's like if we're gonna buy like a like crazy expensive furniture, it's like you buy the couch and I buy the dining room set. Like it's a both thing. Like
Right.
it's a both thing. Because then when you leave, like bitch, you really leave for nothing. Because you was like, hey, but he had to pay all the bills. Well, you're divorced and you don't got no house, no nothing. You don't got shit. You got shit. You don't even got a couch.
I agree with her. That's how you're supposed to do it. And I mean that's a really good example of how that family unit can work. I mean, shoot, when someone's right, someone's right. You can't, you know what I'm saying? You may not like Cardi B, but when someone's right. You gotta give that. You can't you cannot just turn down the message because of the messenger. I know people want to do that with Kevin Samuels, but